Good evening and welcome back. This is Ethelred, the worst Civ player on YouTube. There are a couple of things I need to do right now or else I'm going to forget. I need to make sure all these workers are employed. And, jeez, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, it was that this guy was locked on a board crew. Okay, so 1728, Peter II made it so that serfs could not volunteer for the military. That was one of the ways they used to escape serfdom. He also moved the capital back to Moscow, Russia went bankrupt, and then Peter II died of smallpox. Really? Let me reconsider that. Really? Jeez. Alright then. I guess we'll just, yeah. Okay, so we are at -8. My people hate me. And I've got some gold, so let's first off see if Pedro's found some marble. I think
Olá.
Well, do we have dyes?
Estou ouvindo.
We don't have dyes? Let's trade for salt. Hooray.
Claro.
And do you have pearls?
Dumb.
Trade them for me.
ענוג חשב דיבר
Now,
ידעתי.
that's shocking.
תיסופה.
Thanks.
לטה.
I'll do that. And I'll say goodbye. And then we're going to come down here to, yes, mercantile. Not maritime. And we're going to wait until we've got 500 gold. Okay. We're going to trade. Let's trade with Yerevan. Am I crazy? Let's trade with Kiev. Move back one, rest that Cossack. Huh. Yeah. So let's see how they like some Russian artillery. Huh? People are happy now. We're making scads of money. We'll get electricity in around. Then I'm going to fill in the very top of the tech tree. That should put us back in the tech lead. I don't see another war happening for a long time. We're basically just going to go full throttle at the tech win. What? Come on, man. Give a brother a break. What else we got? Oh yeah. Got some tile improvements we need to fix. The nearest worker is... Gee, we really have tile improvements to fix. Do not play Civ while under the influence. You play sloppy. Ain't that swell. Open fire. Huh. That did not go as well as I had expected, honestly. Yay. I think that... I could have swore I'd already embarked this guy. Oh, I did. And then he disembarked over here. Now, what, if any, resources do we need to get? Oh, yeah, by the way, coal. Oh, he's working the coal. Alright, so really, in 3 turns when he's done with this plantation, I'm going to have him come down and fix these 2 improvements. And... we'll just have him sit on the border. This guy will fix these 2 improvements. Okay. And as far as what we're building, I'm thinking we're going to go public school and observatory before the walls, and then I'll be sure to regret that later on. I will. When Chinese comes knocking with an army, I'll think, oh man, why didn't I get... Look, aluminum! Aluminum! That's so nice. Let's just scout it out, make sure there's no other aluminum that I'm not seeing here in my area. So the aluminum down here, and here, here. A lot which is close, but not in... Again, close. Look, gems! Gems, nice. We're gonna have to pick those gems up. Sweet. Well, alright, at least we've got 1 copy. 1 copy will be sufficient. Fortify there forever. This is not going bad, honestly. Is it time for us to start wondermongering? No! We need to be concerned about our happiness, because I'm sure we're going to go into negative happiness soon. Brazil is the first influential culture, which reminds me that Monty needs to do some war stuff. Let's be friends. You are a fool, Monty. A fool. Trade with me. Jeez, you're a fool. There. I don't even really need the coal. I just got it because whatever. We'll build a factory with it though. Alright, so radio, I guess. We'll do radio and then fill in the top of the tree here. That way we get into modern and we can pick up a ideology, which is going to be communism, because we're the Ruskies. Right? That's the way it's got to be. Copenhagen demands Wales. We need to... This worker is going to come over here, and then he's going to come up here. And this worker on the coal will divert up here as well and work on these cities. Really, this is just going to be like Sim City for the rest of the game. I accepted from Monty just because I want Monty to like me. I want Monty and me to be friends. I want us to be besties. Is that the word? Besties. I don't know. I don't even care. Let's just come down here to Novgorod and heal and promote. These guys seriously need to get upgraded. Set him to alert in Rebay. So what do I do with this? I guess I'll send it to Moscow, because I would kick myself in the butt if some unit showed up out of nowhere, some army showed up out of nowhere and attacked Moscow, and I had no defenses there at all. Vito's just now entering the industrial era. No wonder nobody's picking up ideologies. They must be really far behind. And I get it that I'm only in second place on tech, but negative happiness. There's the negative happiness. Son of a biscuit. Negative happiness. Whales, crabs. I hate you so much. You darn bards. Yeah. So now we're going to be repairing something else too. Probably an academy. Speaking of repairing, you know what? They may come across this river, lose their movement points, and Moscow can bombard them. So maybe that's what'll happen. I'm going to go ahead and let the unhappiness go for another turn. That way I can get 1,000 gold, so I can make a really meaningful contribution to a city-state. I'll suffer the -1 happiness for a turn. Man, it's been a while since I had an empire this big.
Espero que este trato reciba su bendición.
Honey, you can offer me 6. I should go see if there's any other resources I can just sell. Yeah, boom. That's what that's gonna be. Which means that there's some barb up here that I need to kill. What did I say I was gonna do with this guy? I was gonna move him north? I think so, into the northern cities. We'll have him build roads and stuff like that. Alright. Mercantile, not maritime. I've got two maritime allies. Mercantile. Here's one. Anybody with the quest that I like? No? None of them? So let's see. Any of them strategically placed? Those are all mercantile. I mean maritime and cultured. Antwerp. Anybody else that's really strategic for me? Oh, Samarkand. Samarkand. I think that might be the one. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be that one. Unless I go with Hong Kong just to irritate the Chinese in the event that they ever attack me. But no, it's going to be Samarkand. I want to be your buddy forever. Thank you. Oh, nice. And I got the 2 unique luxuries. So, I'm going to go to Riga. We are at our maximum trade routes. Let's go sell some things. We've got 3 copper to sell, and if I'm right,
그래서
you'll buy some silk, won't you? I bet you will.
그럴 수 없어.
You're dead to me. Hey, best buddy in the world? Wow, that's weird. Never mind you. How about you?
¿Y bien?
Nope, you're broke.
Adelante.
You could be my friend.
إنه أنت.
We can be friends. How about some furs?
أستمع.
Offer's not good. That was a great offer. Silk for 6 gold.
Ymlaen.
Nice. Uh-oh. I just realized. There. I've been forgetting about history. 635. Anna Ivanova succeeded Peter II when he died of smallpox. She's still of the House Romanov. She is the daughter of Peter the Great's half-brother. She was really well educated. She knew French, she knew German, she did some Latin, she liked dancing, she liked musicals and operas, and we still have a fur that we could sell. 2 of these I'm sure are given to me by Biblos. We have a fur, a salt, sugar, and wine. We got a lot of things to sell. Anyway, so she
Oh, 是你呀。还
I'll
有
sell
呢
it to you for 5. Great. She started the cadet corps, which a lot of the later on the Tsars that came after her would expand. Her implementation of the cadet corps was basically to train young men to be ready for the military.
Assalamu
It
alaikum.
later got expanded to be some kind of general education, public school kind of thing. But
내 놈이로구나.
when it was under her, it was just really to get people ready for the military. Okay, so that's... Now we can sell some... No, I don't think I'm going to sell any of my strategic resources. What else does she do? She built a secret office of investigation. And that was to root out anybody who was unloyal to the state. She wasn't doing it quite as enthusiastically as Peter the Great or Ivan the Terrible. She just did it as a matter of, well, you know, running an empire. I need to make sure that we don't have a coup or anything like that. They did, though, manage to beat about 20,000 Russians during the course of her time there. She was, maybe because of that, and maybe because she had a waspish temper, people sometimes referred to her as Ivana the Terrible. So her name was Anna. They would call her Ivana, Ivan the Terrible. Yeah, so she didn't get along really super well with people. What else? Factory, Brandenburg Gate, workshop, opera house. That's actually, you know, the aqueduct. I don't think so. I don't think yeah, let's do aqueduct. I was just about to say we don't have the happiness to spare, but actually I think we have the happiness to spare. And speaking of happiness, let's make sure here that we're working things like public schools. And Poltavka, yep. Jeez, look at the food. 18 food, even though I'm max using guilds and stuff. Artist's guild. Market. Can't do the market. Got it. Okay. I don't really want great merchants anyway. And I'm just looking here to see if there's something I would rather build. Yeah, and that's going to be the public school. Let's come back here, look at Poltavka. After you do... See, you got so many neat things you can do here. Like that. Yeah. Okay, Samara. This is my... No, Srubna is my culture city. Samara is just some city that I'm just doing because... I think really just because I wanted the salt. Let's see here. So, I had decided that if I was going to have all these cities, they were going to be able to pay for themselves with culture. Looks like that's basically done. Maybe we'll do a... Well, let's get the public school done and we'll see where it goes from here. And we'll do a public school here also. We won't do factories in these smaller cities until I know that there's a reason for me to build a factory here. And Srubna, likewise, should not have a factory because that's my culture city. Or has it already built one? No. It doesn't have a factory. Why? Is it because it doesn't have a workshop? And I can't build a workshop? Oh, because I'm building it right now. Got it. So yeah, the factories will be tactical on these smaller cities. Now here we are doing the observatory and the public school in approximately the correct order. And then, yeah, I think workshop. I think every place can have a workshop at least. You've got a workshop and not a factory. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. I know that was probably dreadful. When I do listen to these recordings the next day, and when I'm in the city view, it's so stinking loud. It's just insufferable. You know, I need to start promoting people.
동지여.
He's got to be kidding me if he thinks I'm going to give him open borders.
Ireis considerar esta
But I might
oferta?
do... Actually, yeah, you can give me your open borders. So long as I have a silk to spare. Sometimes they mess with you. Yeah, I got a silk to spare. Thanks. Nice. So, yeah, we're coming along at a pretty good clip here. I honestly wish the science was moving a little faster. Let's see, counterintelligence, potential of my cities. I should, in Srubna, build a thingamajig. Wow! I can't believe that! I thought for sure I would... Oh no, he's dead. I thought for sure I would win that. That's extremely unfortunate. Well, suck. Those are both repaired. Buffalo time.
Anok chashav diber wayad.
9 happiness. Boy, we have turned things around, and it's time for a great artist. Fabulous. Farewell, Mr. Musketman. I wish you wouldn't die. Oh, he didn't die. Fantastic. Okay, great work. Must be adjacent to one of my cities, and there must be a great work slot. I probably don't have any place that... I guess this is what it's telling me, is I don't have any place for great works of art. I do in Andronovo. Okay, so... Come on up to Andronovo. What was the other place? It was... Samaria. No, those are great works of writing. Great works of art. Yeah, I don't have any. Okay, so we'll just pop them for a golden age. Nice. You need to fall back. And we will go deal with that guy some other time. 1744. In 1740, Anna died of a kidney stone. Ow. A most miserable way to die. Build me a road.
동지여, 우리는 상의해야 할 것이 많고 서로에게 얻을 수 있는
Really?
것이 많소.
He's still on about that.
그리할 수 없.
Not a fair deal. Alright, so yeah, Anna died. She was succeeded by Ivan the, what, 5th? Am I right? Ivan the 6th. And this guy was a kid. He was like 6. He ruled for 1 year before he got deposed and replaced deposed. So he got deposed and thrown in jail or, you know, ushered off to go live with mommy someplace. Russia didn't need a 3-year-old or a 6-year-old Tsar. So this lady named Elizabeth, also of the House Romanov, became Tsar in his place. 1745. Alright, so Elizabeth demonstrated an ability to command the respect and the loyalty of the men. She was a strong woman, and she managed to demonstrate to the Russians that having a female ruler didn't just mean that, you know, the empire could coast along. She could actually pull the levers of power. And she had a really strong physical presence, like, you know, she was one of those ladies who would suit up in armor and draw the sword and give the rousing speech to the troops at the front lines. So she was something, and the Russians were really impressed with her. And by the time somebody else, Catherine the Great, came along, they were already familiar with being led by a woman. So it was much to her credit. She really paved the way. She broke the glass ceiling in the meaningful way for Russia. Okay, great science. So I think we're about at the point where I start popping scientists, but we won't do it yet. We'll send this guy back to Moscow, and we'll turn him into an academy there. Alright, so there's a Cossack. Really have a lot of upgrading I need to do. Yeah, just a ton of it. About Elizabeth. So she reinforced the Senate, which had kind of fallen under the wayside of some of the other Tsars that had come in between. Coal from Samarkand. Oh, nice. Well, thank you for the coal. We'll just set our Cossacks here to chill out eternally. And I think we're clicking next. So Elizabeth came to the conclusion that their neighbor Prussia needed to be emasculated. Like, she had something personal for Prussia, and you know, it's wrong for me to say she had something personal for Prussia. I think she thought that she really believed to her core that Prussia was an existential long-term threat, that if they didn't handle it right now, then it was going to get out of control, and that Prussia was going to eventually be their undoing. So she didn't just go to war with Prussia. She manipulated all the European countries into war with Prussia. Okay, so that's an exaggeration. She didn't have all of them. Prussia was in an alliance with 2 of them. Oh, England. No, it was in an alliance with only England. It had signed the Treaty of Westminster. So the war was with Russia, France, and Austria versus England and Prussia. Well, to seal the deal, Elizabeth sent 85,000 troops into Prussian territory. And she fought Frederick, the flute-busting Prussian. So that's Frederick the Great. And they had a long, bitter battle. He won a lot of battles, but lost the war. Because he was just simply outmatched by troops. There were way too many troops for him to be able to deal with. I thought I already took care of this. I didn't? I thought I did. let's start trading with China now. Alrighty. So let's see. Everything else is proceeding approximately. Oh, look at that, a barb. Wow. We'll send a lancer to come deal with that. Creepy. So let's see. Yeah, Elizabeth really was an expert at manipulating English states. And using that, she tore Prussia apart. She was on the verge of utter triumph against them. Frederick wrote to his friends saying, "I'm just going to try to secure now the best possible future for my children, but all hope is lost." And right after he wrote that, Elizabeth died. And when Elizabeth died, the impetus to destroy Prussia left with her, because she was the one who, for whatever reason, really wanted to see Prussia die. So Prussia was spared. What else? Oh yeah, she was succeeded by Peter III, who... this guy, Peter III, this is in 1760, so this will be my last history for the night. Peter III, he had as his major agenda item the incorporation of Russia into Europe. He was going to make Russia indistinguishable from the rest of the European states. It was going to be fully connected with Europe. And a couple of months after that, he got assassinated by Catherine the Great. She took him out with like the garrote wire, and she became empress, and so much for that whole be part of Europe thing. So 1760, Catherine the Great ascends to power, and we'll just leave it there, the history. That's 1760. We'll play for a couple more turns. And every single, I shouldn't complain, but every single one of these tiles is next to a river. So, I don't know what I'll do. I guess I'll just put it right there. Road. And you're done with your road, so you can build a road here. Skip your turn. How's this guy coming over here healing up? He's healing up pretty good. And spy's been recruited. That's nice. You know where we'll move him? Srubna. And we're going to change our research now. We're going to... funny that we came in on radio. We're going to get biology, find oil, and then we'll go do replaceable parts. So that'll be that. Are we at war? No, we're not at war. I feel like I'm forgetting something over here, which is kind of important, but I don't know what that would be. Oh yeah, let's talk to Montezuma, baby, and let's see if we can get him to become our friend. Ah, somebody picked an ideology. Brazil went freedom.
Espero que...
Well, I'm not looking forward to the idea of a bunch of cultural pressure, but I am Russia. It would be pretty messed up. Nice! If I didn't go order. That would just be weird. I think it's pretty much required. I'm going to have to deal with whatever the fallout of that is. Oh, look, and it's time to choose an ideology. So, order it is. And we get 2. I think we have to go with the happiness ones. We're going to do 2 from monuments. And let's see, workshop, factory, or national wonder. I wonder which is better. Patriotic war would not be horrible. But I wonder which is better, universal healthcare or young pioneers. I think young pioneers. And we are now at 30 happiness, which means that we can relax some of our specialists and put people back on food. So, let's see. What are we going to do here with these guys? It's at 18. I think you're good. Put you on food, and I agree with those allocations. We'll put you on food, and I'm good with those allocations as well. Put you back on food. Take somebody off the workshop. Actually, that workshop's pretty nice. The workshop is kind of useful. But not in Samaria because it really isn't growing. Huh. Should we or should we not? 30 turns versus 40? Oh my goodness. The episode's over. So we will not do the workshop. I like the growth rate otherwise. And we definitely won't do the workshop here. This is 8 turns. I think that we can work the workshop here. Tarcha will put back on food. And those allocations are good. So back to Moscow. Nice. Alright, so now we can start growing again more aggressively. Love that. And because I might forget... Whoa, misclick. I might forget I need to bring this guy over here so we can finally deal with this last. And road, so we'll have connected Rostov. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. 30 happiness, 175 per turn. Let's upgrade some guys. So nice to finally get to upgrade these guys. Anybody else to upgrade? And I'll need to start building military units again, because I have lost some. So Poltavka can... Let's see, what else are they going to do here? I think that's it. So then we can go ahead and build a rifleman. No, not a rifleman. A Cossack. Cossacks upgrade into what? Landship? Okay, yeah, we'll do a Cossack. Alright, well, it pains me to do this. Oh, look. Another great general? How did I get that? Some city-state must have gifted it to me. I think that we're going to... right here. We're going to capture the aluminum with it. Yep. The only question is... I think we'll do it right here, because this is floodplain.
ענוג חשב דיבר וידעתי.
How many sugars do I have? I've got 3. So, I don't care about any of that stuff. Just give me the gold, lady. Alright. Well, thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please click like. Also, click subscribe so you can get more episodes like this one. And we're going to talk about Catherine the Great next, and I'll see you there.